A message to the President of the United States. The outcome of war cannot be determined by tweets. The result of a war is determined in the field, the very place where you and your forces do not dare to approach, and you can only talk about it in your tweets. It's better to name this war as epic fear instead of epic cure.
از کشورهای دیگه میخوان بیان کمک بکنن بهشون برای اینکه تنگه هرمز همچنان باز بمونه که البته از نظر ما باز هست، فقط بسته است به روی دشمنان ما، به روی کسانی که به کشور ما تجاوز ناجوانمردانه رو انجام دادن و متحدینشون. هیچ پیامی ارسال نکردیم، تقاضای آتش بس نداریم، ولی این جنگ باید خاتمه پیدا بکنه به صورتی که دیگر تکرار نشود.
伊朗跟以色列是私怨，这干你美国屁事啊！那美国走了，伊朗还是继续打。那美国回去看以色列这样一直被打，能不回头再卷进去吗？
导弹直冲天际，扬起浓烟烈焰。伊朗伊斯兰革命卫队15日在真实承诺4行动第54波攻势中，首次使用泥石弹道导弹，精准打击以色列的空中作战指挥中心、核心军事设施及军队集结地。以色列路边监视器跟拍下伊朗飞弹把以色列第2大城特拉维夫马路炸出一个大坑，景象骇人。伊朗飞弹持续攻击以色列各地，其中针对耶路撒冷的飞弹被拦截后，碎片落在美国耶路撒冷的总领事官邸。意大利军方证实，位于科威特驻有意大利、美国军队的阿里阿勒萨利姆空军基地也遭到无人机袭击，甚至动用具高度杀伤力的集束弹药，造成以色列多人受伤。美国中央司令部15日则公布，美军一架 B-52同温层堡垒轰炸机在夜间升空，打击伊朗多个目标。伊朗新任最高领袖穆吉塔巴9日上任后，至今仍未公开露面。美国总统川普12日才说他仍以某种形式活着，但14日接受美国电视台电话专访时突然改口，暗示穆吉塔巴已经身亡。穆吉塔巴上任后便神隐，至今外传他身受重伤，毁容截肢，被送往俄罗斯治疗。另一方面，以色列总理纳坦雅胡也一度传出遭暗杀，官方影片被质疑出现6只手指，对此以色列紧急澄清称那是 AI 影片。纳坦雅胡本人也现身证明人活着。
ראש הממשלה אומרים ברשת שאתה בכלל מת?
אתה רוצה לספור את מספר אצבעות?
אתה יכול להראות לנו?
פה. פה.
纳坦雅胡现身一间咖啡馆，刻意在镜头前张开双手比出5，让大家看清楚左右手只有5根手指头，借此回应网络盛传他已身亡说法，平息外界揣测。
伊朗事实上也摆出一个姿态啊，你给我打我的油田，那我就摧毁我周边的油田。我估计他也会去打脸球了。
Attacks going on all across the region. Saudi Arabia, some of the latest details coming in, 6 ballistic missiles intercepted, but they were targeting that airbase just outside of the capital, Riyadh, where the US Air Force has a lot of Air Force assets on the ground there. So that's come under attack again. The east of Saudi Arabia under attack. Sirens going off in Bahrain in the past couple of hours. Qatar intercepting a number of ballistic missiles, 4 ballistic missiles earlier today, and a number of drones. The UAE seeing a significant number of ballistic missiles impacting their 9 ballistic missiles, 33 drones, they say. That's a pretty high number. And here in Kuwait, a few hours ago, the sirens were going off earlier in the evening. About 3 hours ago, we heard from the Civil Aviation Authority here. They said that 2 drones had impacted the civilian international airport, impacting radar equipment there. No one injured. Three drones intercepted earlier in the evening, according to the military here, 2 other drones landing in open area and 2 other further drones landing in a Kuwaiti airbase. And we also know from the Kuwaiti military here, 3 military service personnel here were injured in strikes today. So very busy, and this does seem to be Iran following through the IRGC, the military, the political leadership, the foreign ministry today saying that they would double down on attacks on US commercial interests in the region. It's not entirely clear what has been impacted across the region tonight, apart from, as we understand, those details about the radar at Kuwait International Airport.
我是总台记者米春泽，现在是伊拉克时间17号的凌晨3点30分左右。那么在过去的4个小时里，在我身后的这个方向，距离我所在位置直线距离不超过1公里的美国驻伊拉克使馆，连续遭到了至少5轮空袭，大部分来袭的无人机和火箭弹被美国使馆内部署的防空系统拦截。在保证环境安全的前提下，我们拍摄到了1架无人机坠入美国使馆内并起火的画面。自16号晚间以来，在巴格达绿区内的拉希德酒店，美国驻伊拉克使馆先后遭到无人机和火箭弹袭击。目前，美国驻伊外交使团尚未透露美方单位的人员伤亡情况和设施受损情况。
بسم الله قاسم الجبارین. ارتش متجاوز آمریکا به دلیل ویرانی پایگاه‌های نظامی خود در منطقه، در پناه بنادر، اسکله‌ها و در مخفیگاه‌های شهرهای کشور امارات، جزیره ایرانی بوموسا را هدف موشک‌های خود قرار داده است. به سران کشور امارات اعلام می‌داریم جمهوری اسلامی ایران حق مشروع خود می‌داند در دفاع از حاکمیت ملی و سرزمین خود مبدأ شلیک موشک‌های دشمن آمریکایی را در بنادر کشتیرانی، اسکله‌ها و مخفیگاه نظامیان آمریکا در پناه برخی از شهرهای امارات را مورد اصابت و هدف قرار دهد. از مردم مسلمان کشور امارات و مراکز جمعیتی می‌خواهیم نسبت به تخلیه بنادر، اسکله‌ها و مخفیگاه آمریکایی‌ها در شهرهای امارات اقدام نمایند تا آسیبی به آنها نرسد. ان الله عزیز ذو انتقام.
U.S. striking military targets on Karg Island Friday night. It's a major oil hub off the coast of Iran.
Energy infrastructure just generally in the Gulf region continues to be targeted.
This 5-mile stretch of land handles roughly 90% of Iran's crude exports. And while the U.S. says no oil infrastructure was hit, many experts worry this latest escalation will further deter oil vessels from traveling through the Strait of Hormuz, a passageway for roughly 20% of the world's oil supply.
That's enough to deter vessel owners and companies from crossing that strait anytime soon.
Since the war with Iran began February 28th, traffic through the strait has halted. The supply disruption is causing gas prices to surge. As of Saturday, the U.S. average for a gallon of regular gas was $3.68. That's 75 cents higher than a month ago, according to AAA.
The gas prices is almost a third higher.
I need my truck for work, but I can't afford it.
Diesel prices are rising at a faster rate, from $3.66 a month ago to just under $5 now. And there's a domino effect coming as transporting goods and groceries gets more expensive. Higher energy costs are already driving up airfares ahead of the busy summer travel season. Experts warn oil prices will remain high as long as the violence in the Middle East continues.
而川普在周一在空军1号上头就表示说，他已经要求大概是7个国家要派遣军舰，确保荷姆兹海峡开放通航，并且他还特地点名中国大陆，他认为中国应该要参与这项行动。
China's an interesting case study. They get most of their oil by farm, get a lot, about 90% through the strait. So I said, would you like to come in and we'll find out. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. You know, there's some other deeper reasons why they may not. They should come in my opinion. It never made sense for years. If you go back and look at what I said years ago, I said, why aren't we maintaining the Hormuz Strait when it's really there for China and many other countries? Why aren't they doing it? And that's because we had weak leadership, to be honest with you. But I'm bringing it up now. So I think even long term, I think it's something that other countries should help us with.
US President Donald Trump said he's currently in talks with 7 countries to form a coalition to escort ships through Strait of Hormuz and will announce it as early as this week. Hopefully China, France, Japan, South Korea and the UK and the others that are affected by this artificial constraint will send ships to the area so that the Hormuz Strait will no longer be a threat by a nation, he wrote on his social media. What is China's comment and how will China respond to US President's call on this matter?
霍尔木兹海峡及其附近的水域近期局势紧张，冲击国际货物和能源贸易通道，破坏了地区和世界和平稳定。中方在此呼吁各方立即停止军事行动，避免紧张事态进一步升级，防止地区的局势动荡对全球经济发展造成更大影响。
Same question on the same matter. Did you get any request from US about this coalition? Did China get any request?
我刚才已经回答了你的问题，我没有可以进一步提供的信息。
Actually, along the same lines, more specifically, Donald Trump has threatened to call off his trip to Beijing if China doesn't assist with the Strait of Hormuz. Does China have any response to that specific comment from Donald Trump?
元首外交对中美关系发挥着不可替代的战略引领作用。中美双方就特朗普总统访华事保持着沟通。